Greetings, this is Fred Barstein, contributing editor for wealthmanagement.com at the Envestnet Elevate Summit in Denver, and I'm here with Dani Fava, Group Head of Product Innovation for Envestnet. Welcome, Dani.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great. A couple of questions for you. First, we've seen an explosion in the wealth world for advisors, technology that's helping advisors with their clients, with their own, practice management, but not as much in the 401k world, either for the specialist or the one who has a few plans. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, so I agree with you. First of all, there has been an explosion of technology making wealth advisors more efficient. And now we take a look at the 401k space and say, well, we haven't had the same growth there in technology. And I think it's because of two reasons, really. One, it's a highly complex and highly regulated space. So, from an innovator's point of view, those are the hardest spaces to really break ground in and create new products. So that's definitely one reason. The other reason is all of the assets, as you know, are on record keeper platforms, which are technically gate kept, right? They're very locked down and not very accessible. So those two problems are really creating high barriers for innovators to create technology.
So in a perfect world, if we could port over and use some of the things that you've seen on either the wealth side or even on the consumer side, because we're dealing with, tens of millions of participants, what things do you think would have the greatest impact in the 401k defined contribution world?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question, and I love looking at it from the consumer lens, because really consumers are looking for access and ease, right? So they want things to be really easy, really accessible. They don't want to have to understand all of the jargon that we use. Yeah. So I think creating solutions whereby advisors can deliver plans easily, advisors can connect with participants, and participants can have access to the same type of solutions they have in the wealth space, managed accounts, easy financial planning, highly digital tools. I think that would go a really long way.
Right. And some of the trends, like you talked about today, with the, they don't want to talk to people.
Yes.
Some of them don't want to.
Yes, that's a great point. So we don't want to talk to strangers. We've built a whole economy around, skipping the human interaction. So when it comes to 401k plans, we've got to bring that same experience. It's got to be digitally accessible and very easy to use.
Right. And you also talked about, I'll give you my data, but I want something in return.
Oh, so personalization should really make its way into the 401k space, whether that's through, thinking about the individual and where they are in their life and where they are in their journey and giving them the right plan, to perhaps even giving them investments that they care about and really making it make sense to that person who likely is not a specialist in financial services.
And when I heard you today, we have a problem with engagement. How do we get them to engage? But if we give them things that are helpful a little bit, you're seeing engagement,
yes.
Right?
Quick, constant value is what I think we all expect, right? From our Apple Watches, our everyday experiences, we want quick, constant value. We don't want to be bogged down in a long onboarding process or some other kind of selection activity. We want quick, constant value.
Right. We don't want education, and people want to do it for me.
Yeah.
Right. So final question on, so what is Envestnet's role and how are you playing? And because the worlds of wealth and retirement are converging, so how are you facilitating that?
Yeah, and for us, it's all about access. It's all about opening up this world and making it accessible to more people, whether that be more advisors, more participants. So think about something like 401kplans.com, which was a recent acquisition of ours, where we're now enabling advisors to create plans easily. And access many different tools that'll enable, connection with participants through managed accounts or through planning or even through things like, rounding up the change for your retirement. 401kplans.com has all of these solutions available in a turnkey way for advisors.
Right, which is going to be even more important as we have an explosion of new plans because of state mandates and Secure 2.0. So that's great. Well, thanks for your time and your insights. We're going to keep asking you because we are in the 401k world technically challenged and starved.
Okay, we'll put some more focus on you. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for watching wealthmanagement.com.